Look at it.
What did the grass do?
He's sweating up a storm.
I am.
Pull his fans out, people. Pull his fans. I'm proud of you, Kyle. There we are.
Okay.
So proud of you, Kyle. So proud of you. It's 8:57. You're watching Breakfast Television. When we come back,
way to go, Kyle.
Spider's up. Tarantula's already off, Kyle.
Thank you.
There you go. You don't want to go anywhere. We're going to have more Reptiles on the show as well with Mike a little bit later. And Kyle will be checking out some art in a bit, so stay with us.
It wasn't bad, was it? Not
That was okay.
As you thought.
That was okay. I had a little mini panic attack, but
Did you?
yeah. It's 9 o'clock. It's a Thursday morning. You're watching Breakfast Television.
You've composed yourself now?
I've composed myself. I just held a tarantula in case you just tuning in.
And you got a little crazy there for a moment.
I
thought you were really going to freak out and cry.
I'd have to see the instant replay, but I think I had a bit of a panic attack.
Now we have Mike, the reptile guy, so let's get Mike in here. He has a caiman. Ooh, okay.
Hey, Mike.
Now, Mike, how does the caiman, I always look at the face is like right here with the teeth and everything, but how does the caiman fall into the whole alligator crocodile family?
Well, caiman are in the crocodilian family, and crocodilians are like alligators, crocodiles, caiman. There's a few other ones. Yeah, you can pet them. And this is Chainsaw. He is a spectacled caiman. There's lots of different kinds of caiman.
Why do you call him Chainsaw?
I named him after his mouth. Okay. You can open his mouth.
Yeah, okay.
Does he get angry when you do that?
No, this is not a good pet. I don't recommend these as pets ever. But Chainsaw's a special case, and I've had Chainsaw since he was like 6 inches long. And you can actually open his mouth. He won't bite. At all, right?
He's been domesticated. He's almost
very,
like a cat.
yeah. And he's used to being around people and kids, so he's really good.
Oh, that's very cool. Pet him, Kyle. Don't be scared.
Okay.
You held the tarantula. Now you're good.
It's got teeth, though.
It does. Now, what does it live? Does it live in water?
Cool.
Yeah, well, once caimans start to get to a larger size, about 2-3 feet, they like to stay out of the water more.
Okay.
When they're little, they like to stay in the water because that's where they're safe. They're always, if they're in the water, they can swim away. They can, get away really fast. If they're on land, I mean, they don't. Once they get to like this size, they're pretty good at protecting themselves.
How much bigger will Chainsaw get?
Spectacled caiman can potentially get over 8 feet long.
Wow.
So he's got a little bit of growing to do still.
Just in his teenage years.
Yeah.
An adolescent.
Yeah.
It is 9:18. You're watching Breakfast Television. When we come back, Mike will have more of his reptiles here on the desk. We'll show you all of them. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. You can definitely support them. Give them a call. In the studio here, we have a friend. You can see his face right there. Mike, who is this?
This is Chance, and Chance is a green iguana. Again, we got him last night. Same as a snapping turtle. They're just moving into a smaller house. Couldn't take the animals. They had a lot of animals, so they had to downsize a bit. And this is what we got. So.
How does Chance live? Does he live in a tank, a cage?
There's not really an aquarium big enough for an iguana, and that's one of the problems with iguanas. And talk to anybody who's got a refuge or anything like that. There's tons of iguanas, and because people get them, they're about that big when they get them. Really cute green color and that. Really cheap too, and they get them about a year down the road. They're about 2 feet long, and they get this big, and they can potentially get 6 feet long. A lot of people don't know that. Iguanas can live 30, 40 years.
Now, what type of person would suit this pet the best?
Someone who's going to look after it for a lifetime. Yeah. A lot of reptiles go through a lot of hands because they do live so long, they get big. So I mean, definitely not a kid, because a kid would get one of these when he's young again, and it'd grow up. He'd, when he gets to a teenage years, he'd lose interest in it and go leave the iguana. The iguana get neglected. So probably someone who's in their 20s, 30s should get one of these.
And what type of personality does Chance have?
Awesome. He's a little puppy dog. He just sits there. Yeah, look.
Can I pet him?
Oh yeah, you can pet him.
Where's the
anywhere?
The top?
He likes being pet under here. He likes just like a little puppy dog.
So cool.
Likes being pet around the head.
And is that just because it's been domesticated, as a house pet, or?
Yeah, well, the people who had it before, like the people I got him from, they only had him for a couple months, but whoever had him before that, he's 4 years old, so somebody obviously had him for a long time, and those people did a really good job with him. Like, he's healthy, super friendly, so I would assume they probably had kids or something like that, so he got used to people and that. So really, yeah, really cool little animal here.
Okay, so let's get,
so we'll get here. We'll bring Hannah out.
There. We got our animal wrangler
Hannah.
Here. Hannah is carrying who?
Momo.
Momo.
This is Momo. Momo is a red-tailed boa, and I don't know if we can actually see the tail. It's called red tails because they've got a little bit of red on the tail there. There's a lot of them that are a lot brighter. They're just a lot more money. And he is pretty much full-grown. I mean, they can get bigger than this. Boas can get anywhere from 10 to 12 feet long. That's very rare to see them that big. Usually in captivity, it's about 6 to 8 feet long. Really good pets for these guys here because they don't get huge as like the Burmese pythons. Not really aggressive.
In the tank?
Yeah, they can stay in a tank. You can get big tanks for them. Like you can buy a 130-gallon aquarium. That should be good for a boa like this.
What do boas eat?
Rats.
Rats.
Actually, I think this one had a couple of guinea pigs last week. So
like full size. Do you just drop the guinea pig in there? And
yeah, and they swallow it whole. They swallow it whole.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I mean it's kind of cool to watch. I mean I've seen it a million times, and I still watch it every time because it's really amazing to watch how these things eat. So. And
out of curiosity, how can you tell if it's a boy or girl?
You have to do something called probing them.
Okay.
And that's, yeah, it's what it sounds like.
Pretty straightforward there.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, Hannah, for carrying that. And then who do we have next?
This one here.
Oh.
This one you don't want to pet.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like, oh, here, ready. How come?
And if we're quiet, you can hear him?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that?
This is called a tokay gecko. Tokay geckos are, to me, they're like the ultimate little lizard. They can run on glass. They're awesome. They've got no eyelids. They actually have a scale over their eye, so if they get stuff in their eyes, they have to lick their eye, keep them clean. They've got jaws like a pit bull. If they close their mouth on you, they lock their jaws, and you can't get them off. They got what's called a prehensile tail, and there's a tail they use it for balance, but it kind of wraps around things like a monkey's tail. Okay. Just the ultimate little lizard. You can feel him there. Feel his feet. Really cool feeling feet in there.
Are they kind of vicious geckos? Like not the
very,
sweet ones you
very,
see in
very
Mexico?
vicious. These are not good pets at all. I mean, I love them because I know how to handle them, but I mean, you see, you always have to hold the head because he would love to bite you.
What does this eat?
Crickets.
Okay.
I mean, they can eat little baby mice and that, but we just give them crickets.
Really?
Mealworms. Yeah, little insects, things like that.
How old is this one?
This one is probably about a year old. Yeah, so he's got a lot of growing to do. They can get about twice this size, and they get really plump too, really fat little lizards. So I love them though. They're ultimate little lizard.
And that noise that they make, is that just usually their?
Yeah, well, the reason they're called tokay gecko is because in the wild they will make a noise. It apparently sounds like tokay. I've heard him make the noise. It doesn't sound like that to me. You just heard it. It doesn't sound like that. But it's a mating call, like a territorial thing. So they are one of the more vocal lizards. Not a whole lot of lizards make a lot of noise. These guys do.
Okay, and so, Hannah, why don't you bring in, this is a tortoise?
This is Merlin.
Oh, can I hold this?
You can hold him. He might pee on you. I'm pre-warning you.
Oh, okay.
He has this bad habit. Well, he is a sulcata tortoise. They're from Africa, hot desert. So what tortoises do, they retain a lot of moisture, right? So now he's got a lot of water in him, and he's heavy because he's got a lot of water in him. Yeah. If you start holding him a lot and moving him around a lot, he's going to want to start moving around a lot too. So he wants to get rid of the excess weight. So he'll let go of all that water so he can move around easier. A lot of people think it's peeing, but it's not. It's usually just water that comes out. Now, like I said, Merlin is a sulcata tortoise. He will get huge. These are another one of those things. You got to make sure you got room for them because they'll get up to 100 pounds when he's full grown. And
that's what parents need to be educated on if their kids want reptiles, is how big some of these animals can get.
Again, there's no cage big enough for these. You have to custom build something, preferably outdoor enclosure in the summertime, because they'll go around, they'll graze on the grass and that in your yard. Just really cool tortoises, though. They do make good pets if you have the room for them.
Okay, awesome. And very quickly, last but not least,
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim is.
Tiny Tim gets big.
Yes, Tiny Tim is a pixie frog.
Can I pet it?
Yeah.
Cool.
And he will probably get, when he's full grown, that big. It's just dirt falling off them. These are the second largest frogs in the world. They're African again. And the cool thing about these guys, they can actually go a year without being in a water source. They can retain moisture for, for that long. There we go.
Very cool. Thank you very much, Mike, for bringing down some of your friends here. I know you do birthday parties, educational seminars, so lots to learn with these reptiles. All that information's on our website at citytv.com/BT Vancouver. There you go. Nice catch. It's 9:32. You're watching Breakfast Television. Stay tuned for more.
I've
never actually pet a frog.
Really?
Like I want you to. I don't like spiders or snakes, and that ain't what it takes.
You were really brave today.
No spiders tomorrow, right?
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll find one or two around. You never know.
Did they pick everything up when they left here?
We might have to show the replay tomorrow of the fear in his eyes and the tears that almost.
Oh, wait. There we go. See you tomorrow.
Enjoy your morning.